Hello dear learners, welcome you all to the 7th module of online course on domestic equipment maintenance. The module 7 of this course has been divided into two sessions. The first session already covered about the basics of vacuum cleaner, and this session will focus on the operation and maintenance of the vacuum cleaner. Here in this video, we'll explain on the fundamental principle of operation behind a vacuum cleaner and also how to maintain a vacuum cleaner. So without much delay, let's get started. First of all, I'd like to throw some light on what is exactly a vacuum is. A vacuum is a space entirely devoid of matters, means absolute vacuum. In practice, we talk about a vacuum when the air pressure in a space lies below atmospheric pressure. There are a large number of national and international units of measurements. The most commonly used is the Pascal and bar. The vacuum level is often expressed as a percentage value. However, these are always relative values. A vacuum cleaner often simply referred to as vacuum is a household appliances designed for the purpose of cleaning floors and other surfaces by removing dirt, dust, debris and other particles. Vacuum cleaners operate on the principle of creating a partial vacuum or suction through draw in air and particles it contains. This air along with the collected debris is then filtered and expelled, leaving the clean surface free from the dirt. Overall, vacuum cleaners have evolved over the years to offer improved efficiency, filtration and convenience, making them an essential tool for maintaining cleanliness in homes and as well as in the commercial spaces. Different types of vacuum cleaner includes upright, canister, robotic and handheld models that caters to various cleaning needs and preferences. Okay, now let's begin with the basic principle of operation of a vacuum cleaner. The basic principle of operation of a vacuum cleaner revolves around creating a partial vacuum or suction to draw in air and particles it contains, and then filtering and expelling the air while retaining the collected debris. A vacuum cleaner operates by using an electric motor to create suction, which pulls in air and debris from the cleaning surface. The collected dirt and dust are separated and trapped while the cleaned air is filtered and expelled back into the environment. This process enables efficient and convenient cleaning of floors and other surfaces in homes and commercial spaces. Some of the fundamental principles, basically there are three fundamental principles behind the operation of the vacuum cleaner. Number one is suction. So the core principle of vacuum cleaner is suction, generated by the rapid movement of air from high pressure area, that is the room, to the low pressure area inside the vacuum cleaner. The next is the airflow. Effective cleaning relies on a strong, consistent airflow to transmit dirt and debris into the vacuum cleaner. And the third one is the filtration. The proper filtration ensures that the dust and the allergens are trapped, preventing them from being released back into the air, which is very crucial for maintaining indoor air quality. Now, Here is a step-by-step explanation of how vacuum cleaner works or how vacuum cleaner operates. First is airflow generation. The process begins with an electric motor, typically located within the vacuum cleaner's body. When you turn the vacuum cleaner on, the motor generates suction power by creating a flow of air. This airflow is very crucial for the cleaning process, as already mentioned. As air is drawn in, it carries along dirt and debris from the surface being cleaned. The air along with the dirt travels through the vacuum cleaner's hose and into the dust bag or canister. The second thing is the nozzle and the brush roll. The vacuum cleaner's cleaning head or the nozzle contain brush roll or agitator, sometimes equipped with bristles, that comes into contact with the surface being cleaned. The brush roll's purpose is to loosen and agitate dirt, dust and debris, making it easier for the suction to capture the particles. Next thing is the suction. The generated airflow created by the motor draws in air along with the loosened particles through the nozzle and into the vacuum cleaner's interior. This suction power is what pulls dirt and debris off the floor or the surface. When the vacuum cleaner is turned on, the motor powers the fan or impeller. The spinning fan creates a low pressure area inside the vacuum cleaner. This low pressure inside the vacuum cleaner causes air from the surroundings to be drawn in through intact pore. Next portion is the dust collection. As the air along with the particles enters into your vacuum cleaner's body of the vacuum cleaners, it encounters a dust collection system. The dirt and the debris are collected in a dust bag or canister. When the dust bag or canister becomes full, it needs to be emptied or replaced. The type of the system can vary depending on the vacuum cleaner's design. There is mostly based on the dust collection, there are basically of two types. One is bagged model, another one is bagless model. In the bagged model, which is the traditional vacuum cleaners with disposable or reusable bags, the collected debris is trapped into the bag. As the air passes through it, the bag acts as a filter also, allowing the air to escape while capturing the dirt and the dust. And in the bagless models, which is in many modern vacuum cleaners use, basically cyclonic separation or other mechanism to separate and trap debris without the need for disposable bags. These models often have a dustbin or canister where the collected dirts are accumulated. Then after the collection of the dirt or dust, then comes the filtration. To ensure that the air expelled from the vacuum cleaner to the surrounding is clean and free from allergens and fine dust particles, a filtration system is employed. High efficiency particulate air, which is also known as HEPA filter, are very common in many nowadays vacuum cleaners. This filter captures tiny particles and prevent them from re-entering the air. Before the air is expelled back into the room, it passes through one or more such filters. These filters trap fine dust particles and allergens, ensuring clean air are released. Next comes the exhaust. After that filtration, the clean air is expelled back into the environment through the exhaust port, leaving the collected debris trapped either in a bag or dustbin or another collection system with the vacuum cleaner. Some advanced vacuum cleaner, like where the HEPA, high efficiency particulate air filter, is there, that can capture even smaller particle, which will further improve the air quality. So this is, as I just explained, this is how the vacuum cleaner operates. Now to get into more, let's look this video for little better understanding about the operation of a vacuum cleaner. Next is the maintenance of the vacuum cleaner. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure the vacuum cleaner's efficiency and longevity, and also effectiveness in the cleaning. This includes emptying or replacing dust containers or the bags, cleaning filters, and periodically inspecting and maintaining the brass, roll, and other components. Here I am going to give a comprehensive guide to maintaining your vacuum cleaner. So first, what we should do in a part of the regular maintenance. Number 1, empty the dust bag or canister regularly. For bagged vacuum cleaners, which I have already mentioned, replace the bag when it is about 2/3 full to maintain optimal suction. For bagless vacuum or bagless vacuum cleaner, empty the canister after each use or when it reaches the full length. Number 2 is the clean or replace the filter. Pre-motor filters, post-motor filters. Pre-motor filters that protect the motor from the dust and debris, that you have to clean or replace them as per the recommendation given by the manufacturer. Second, the post-motor filters, which actually ensures that the air expelled back into the room is clean. HEPA filters, as mentioned, need special attention and should be replaced according to the guideline provided by the manufacturer. Then there is washable filters. That washable filters should be rinsed with water and it should be completely dried before you reinstall it. Now number 3 is check the blockage if there is any blockage. Inspect the hose, brass roll and other intake ports for clogs. Remove any debris or blockage to maintain proper airflow. Then number 4 is the clean the brass roll or the agitator. Remove hairs if there is threads and other debris that can get tangled in the brass roll. Some of the models may allow you to remove the brass roll for easier cleaning. Then number 5 is you have to inspect the belt of the vacuum cleaner. Check the belt that drives the brass roll. If it is worn, stretched or broken, replace it to ensure the brass roll operates efficiently. Along with the regular maintenance, some periodic maintenance are also required. As a part of the periodic maintenance, first is clean the exterior. Wipe down the exterior of the vacuum cleaner with damp cloth to remove dust and grims. Number 2, second, clean attachments. Clean the various attachments like gravity tools, upholstery brushes and extensions. Extension wants to ensure they remain free of dirt and blockage. Then next, number 3 is the lubricate moving parts. Some vacuum cleaners have parts that need occasional lubrications. Check the manual of the manufacturer to see if this is applied to your particular model of the vacuum cleaner or not. Then number 4 is inspect the power cord. That is another point to be inspected. Regularly check the power cord for any sign of wear or damage. Replace it if you find any fraying or exposed wires, basically to avoid any kind of electrical hazards. Then below there is wheels. Check the wheels. Ensure that the wheels move freely and are free of debris. Clean or replace them if they are damaged. After this, your regular maintenance, then periodic maintenance. Sometimes it is also required the deep cleaning. Some part of the vacuum cleaner must be deep cleaned. So number 1 was the canister. So if you have the bagless vacuum cleaner, periodically wash the canister with soap and water. Make sure it is completely dry before reassembly. Then disassemble and clean the hoses. Detach the hose and run a flexible brass or damp cloth through it to remove any built up dirt or clogs. The number 3 is the clean the inside of the vacuum cleaner. Carefully clean the inside of the vacuum cleaner where the dust bag or canister sits. Use a dry cloth or maybe a soft brush to remove the dust. Now beyond this, some annual maintenance is also required. As a part of the annual maintenance, number 1 is the professional servicing, means by a professional. Consider having your vacuum cleaner professionally serviced once a year, especially if it is an expensive or high-end model. Professional can perform a thorough check and maintenance that goes beyond routine home care. So this is basically all about the how we maintain the vacuum cleaner. Some of the tips, maintenance tips that I would like to give is: number one, regularly empty the dust bag or the canister. Ensure optimal suction power and preventing the clogging. Number two, clean or maybe replace the filters. Keeps the airflow smooth and maintains air quality. Check for blockage. Ensure there are no obstruction in the hose or the intake port. Then number four, inspect the brushes and the belts. Ensure they are in a good condition for effective cleaning. So dear learners, in this session, I have discussed about the operation and maintenance of a vacuum cleaner. Dear learners, at the end of this discussion, let us take following questions and answer to test or to brush up our learning from this video. Also, let's have a look for better understanding or to get our learnings with these following MCQs. So finally, please do not forget to post your questions, any kind of queries, and give your feedback on this particular session.